A forest is like a magical treasure chest, with innumerable pleasant surprises beyond our expectations when it is opened. We are the gardeners who protect and nurture it. All the flora and fauna provide spectacular displays under our guardianship. From mangrove forests in the estuarine wetlands to pasture lands in the high mountains, shrubbery, and fir forests. Here it is, Formosa, the beautiful island we know so well. Whether it is giving selfless sanctuary to all creation, or achieving the status of colossal or divine trees among the people, it is only the appearance of the forest which is ever-changing.
"一棵小树苗，从生长到健壮成林，最后将腐朽的身躯回馈给滋养它成长的土地。森林总是无私的奉献生命的全部，这也是本集全体同仁在新世纪推动台湾林业所需要的精神。"
The exploitation and use of Taiwan's forests began during the period of Japanese occupation. It focused mainly on Japanese cedar, Formosan red cypress, camphor trees, firewood, and charcoal. After the restoration of Taiwan to Chinese sovereignty, forestry was still an important economic lifeline. Lumber and forestation supported major national construction projects and promoted economic development in Taiwan. As the domestic economy has developed, the general population has started to think highly of environmental protection. Forestry policy has also begun to pay attention to ecological conservation. The Taiwan Forestry Bureau, or TFB, has repeatedly undergone reshuffling in order to coordinate with the transformation of forestry management. The TFB became a public institution in 1989. The overall ban on felling natural forests was enacted in 1992. Organized into 8 forest zone district offices and the Agriculture and Forestry Aerial Survey Institute, the TFB came under the control of the central government in 1999 to further the comprehensive protection of Taiwan's forests. Most places that lie on the Tropic of Cancer or the Tropic of Capricorn are deserts or semi-arid zones. Taiwan, however, has abundant greenery. There is life everywhere. The terrain of Taiwan drops almost 4,000 meters from the highest peak of Jade Mountain to the seacoast of the Hengchuan Peninsula. There are tropical, subtropical, temperate, and alpine forest ecosystems across the island. Though Taiwan is small, it is full of colorful topography, a microcosm of all the kinds of forest ecosystems on Earth. Our lives are also closely linked to the varied forest types. These not only conserve soil and water, but also nurture Taiwan's abundant ecosystems of flora and fauna. Consequently, it has been said that forests are the lifeblood of Taiwan. In recent years, following the global trend of environmental resources management, and the Challenge 2008 National Weight-Bearing Point Development Project, the TFB has sought for operating ecosystems to manage forests in divided districts in order to achieve full operational efficacy. To defend the precious green resources of Taiwan, patrolmen from TFB's Forest Zone Management offices have comprehensively employed GPS satellite systems to patrol the forests and wilderness and reinforce patrolling of every important forest trail and area at random points and times. Closing down or controlling unnecessary forest trails enhances the close checking of incoming and outgoing people and vehicles. The precious timber within state-run forests is managed with reinforcement and designated for inspection tours. Furthermore, Nature Conservation Police were set up in 2004 to cooperate with the patrols and protection of forests. Forest fires are the greatest enemy of a forest. The TFB has its regular Forest Firefighting Command Center. Mobile firefighting brigades, organized by every Forest District office, are required to finish training prior to the dry season and await orders to fight fires at any time. In addition, to promote efficiency, an elite squad of emergency firefighters has been established, which uses professional techniques to improve firefighting plans, execute firefighting, and provide logistics and financial support. In order to put out fires in remote mountain regions, the TFB has coordinated with the Firefighting Bureau of the Ministry of Interior Affairs to build up an aerial firefighting system able to put out forest conflagrations from land and air. In addition to forest fires, Taiwan is frequented by typhoons and earthquakes, has a steep topography, and is geologically fragile, and thus is very likely to have landslides and disastrous mudslides. Hence, in order to reduce calamities and disasters, the Sand Stabilization Water Control of state-run forests has gradually employed natural ecological engineering to replace traditional methods of concrete construction, to supply space for wildlife habitats and restore nature to the way it should be. We benefit most from this. To maintain good forest canopies, the TFB emphasizes forestation, as well as middle stage and late stage nurturing and blight prevention to build healthy forests. Besides this, to coincide with the adjustment of agricultural policy and land use after Taiwan's accession to the WTO, the TFB has also instituted reward measures for farmers on mountainsides and plains and forestation enterprises to achieve the prospect of a green Silicon Island by extending forestation work to level ground, seacoasts, and high mountain communities. The air in forest recreational parks is clean, fresh, and full of phytoncides and anions. They are the best places to realize the joy of immersing oneself in forests, exploring nature's mysteries, and molding body and mind into one. From north to south, the Bureau runs over 17 forest recreational parks, from tropical coastal forests to coniferous high-altitude forests, and attracts about 3.5 million visitors every year. In addition, the Zhuoxi and Xiangyang recreation areas are in active development. To accommodate the need for recreation facilities brought by extended weekends occurring every other week, the Bureau has improved recreation area services and information and reconstructed national hiking trails to connect special scenic spots in tribal villages. In addition, it has also enthusiastically promoted ecotourism to attain the win-win solution of conservation, preservation of Aboriginal culture, and sustainable management of forest resources. Taiwan's forests are a giant living natural museum. The Bureau has established 38 preserves, classified according to their respective characteristics to protect their precious natural resources. To achieve the objective of biodiversity, in 2000, the TFB planned and established the ecological corridor of the Central Mountain Range, 3 important wildlife habitats that connect existing national parks, preserved areas, and protected areas scattered along the Central Mountain Range. The corridor is 300 kilometers from north to south and covers 630 hectares of land. It highly benefits the preservation of indigenous biodiversity and the gene pool. Moreover, our many years of achievements in conservation have been recorded in educational materials. Presently, 2 ecological exhibition halls have been established in the Danshui mangrove forest and on Lala Mountain in Taoyuan. 3 exhibition halls on Dawushan in Taidong, Huoyanshan in Sanyi, and Yuli Mountain in Hualien, respectively, have been operating continuously since 2004. In earlier days, Taiwanese Aborigines lived in mountain areas and made their living by hunting. With this kind of familiarity and care, the Bureau exerts great effort to improve community forestry and enhance environmental education and guidance. Many former hunters have become conservation pointmen, patrolling mountains and forests. Computerized operation has always been one of the TFB's goals. In recent years, a world of progress has been made in the development of a Forestry Geographic Information System, GIS, the establishment of a Biological Resources Data Bank, the establishment of Intranet, the application of the World Wide Web, and the cultivation of information professionals. Isn't this a beautiful bird's eye view of this green treasure? In order to accommodate national economic development, the TFB's Agriculture and Forestry Aerial Survey Institute utilizes aerial photography techniques to measure and produce both basic pictures of Taiwan districts and color photo images, which are retouched and filed to build a basic land use data bank available to all. Furthermore, remote sensing techniques are used to assist the investigation of land use and natural disasters. Forests are not only a source of Formosa's beauty, but also the most important resource in Taiwan. In the future, the TFB will play the role of Gardner and explore the green treasure chest with you. And we will promote the 8 key tasks actively.